Good morning. It is bright and early, and today there's a special adventure planned. Heading up to the Redwoods, and along the way, it's gonna be some foraging, possibly some spearfishing if conditions permit. But I'm gonna be going up with another buddy. This guy, you may know him, you probably know him. His name is David Jung. He does a lot of camping videos, hiking videos, kind of dehydrating, a bunch of really cool stuff. But I'm gonna go meet him up, and then we're gonna head up to NorCal. Let's go.
So I met up David and his wife Janice in Santa Clarita. We filled up the Crosstrek here where we all fit with our gear. That box was clutch on top. Headed up to NorCal. Specifically, we are headed to Point Reyes. And on the way up, we stopped by the bay to grab some Mediterranean food and of course pass across the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. And we are scoping out some spots before we head into our campsite and look at this beautiful, beautiful beach. It was pretty windy, but check out that view. It was very refreshing to be out of the car for quite a long drive, but look at this beach, just walking along, enjoying the sights before we headed into the campsite where we parked the Subaru and set up camp. And the next morning we were headed out really early, and that little green tent you see right there, that's me. So the next morning we headed up to Point Reyes again, but we were heading up to the southernmost point where there's a nice vista. And on the way up, look at these beautiful elk. This is like 6 in the morning and just a little bit of mist going over the valley. Just an epic, epic scene. And we're about to cook up something really special. But look at this view. This is the point. There's a little parking area here. You could walk along from the parking spot to a little further up, but we're setting up for a little bit of a epic, epic breakfast, which includes a ribeye steak, tortillas, and cheese. And you guessed it, it was a ribeye quesadilla, and it was absolutely awesome. Not only was it delicious, but I think the sights just made it even more so. But we couldn't stay long because we had to go find some gaper clams. Everyone, we are somewhere going for gaper clams.
Come on.
We got the cannon. We found a hole.
We found a hole.
Let's
Yeah.
see what we can find. We're going for gaper clams, gooey duck, horseneck clams, all the same thing. Let's get digging.
Come on.
Let's go.
All right.
So this is our first time ever going for gaper clams, gooey duck, same thing. So we're all going off of YouTube videos that we had watched. But some fun facts about the clams. One, I think they're very delicious, but outside of that, these are called gaper clams because the siphon is so large that the shell can't completely close around it. If you go into, typically from my experience, an Asian grocery store, you see the clams with the really long necks coming out. That's a gaper clam. But the giant tube is basically a connection to the outside world. One opening pulls in seawater containing food and oxygen, while the other pushes filtered water back out. So all we're looking for are these clams that are buried several feet underneath the water. And we tried, or the sand that is, and we try to go out during low tide, which it was, and try to look for any sort of disturbance in the sand that could indicate that the siphon was there or is close by.
Come on.
Anything? Nothing.
I'm here with David.
Rocks.
Working hard. We haven't found a clam yet. Going by ground feel. Come on! Please. What a surprise.
Alright, let's go.
So unfortunately, no gaper clams for us. A couple learnings I think is, I think just having more experience in terms of spots that we need to go to. Due to our time constraints, we had to get to our next spot, but I think we got the basic concepts that we do have to go pretty deep. Essentially, the entire length of the tube at a minimum needs to go down, and I did see others bring a bucket with a hole in it to go a little bit deeper so you can hold out the sand and put your clam cannon a little further down, because these clams are pretty deep, so several feet at a minimum. So definitely we'll keep that in mind next time. But we're off to the next spot, and now the fun part, my domain. We're gonna go diving for some sea urchin. You just wrapped up climbing. How's your clamming session?
Was it like an hour and a half or something?
Something
It was
like that.
more deadlifting than climbing.
We burned off our breakfast. Time for the next activity. Hello, we are here in NorCal. We're gonna get some bull kelp and some uni. Hopefully some other stuff.
Ever.
Second dive for this guy, David. Wish him luck. Conditions look not fantastic, but I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We got our float, we got our safety gear, and he's suited up, ready to go. Let's go.
That was too tiny. Nice, nice. So when you fin, slower, bigger float, yeah. Nice, nice. All right, let's go to that rock. Yeah, I can't see Jack. Be careful.
That's like the scariest part. I can't see.
Yeah, not seeing anything. All right, let's go to towards that big rock and we'll anchor up there. If you're tired, just let me know. You can rest on this and kick. You good? Okay. Okay.
So as you can see here, visibility was just terrible. David handled it really, really well. We were trying to stay close to structure so we could kind of use that as a guiding line of where we need to be. The surf was pretty manageable because we were in a cove and we were protected from the large swells. But overall, I just wanted to be extra careful, especially in these murky conditions. We ended up grabbing some uni, some sea urchin, and some bull kelp that we actually made some kimchi with, which you will see very shortly. This is our bull. What I meant to say was bull kelp, and what we did is we cut them into rings, these little lightsabers here, and they're actually have a really nice texture. It's a nice crunch, especially paired with the kimchi seasoning. It actually paired really, really well. We just made a quick one here, and it was really tasty.
Not bad either. I like
nice.
the punchy part better, but
Yeah, the texture's nice.
cheers.
All right, cheers. And if you're wondering what we drank, it was just water, but it was just so salty because you forgot to clean it out of the bull kelp. And here's that uni pasta that we made with the uni we caught. So we enjoyed our meal, and if you want to see the full spread, go and see David's channel. That's where you can see the entire spread. But we spent the night at the campsite, and we're back on the road to the next spot, headed to the Redwoods, and we stopped off at this beautiful, beautiful little trail here. It was just a mile loop. And we decided to grab some grub, grab some sandwiches, and took a little jog around this beautiful redwood trail. Check out those trees, they're massive.
We're in my territory now.
I'm a fish. And after that quick little detour, we were back on the road again, headed to Oric, California, where we reached our campsite. That's my little tent again. And it was right next to this beautiful, beautiful beach. The wind was really strong and dive conditions here are absolutely terrible, but it was amazing to see. And it was really just really beautiful just to walk along the beach like this with a really nice cool breeze. And there was still a lot of activity when it came to wildlife out here, especially the pelicans. We would just be diving these in the waves, which I found really fascinating. But we ended up at Fern Canyon. It was just a beautiful, beautiful hike in the Redwoods. Not too strenuous at all, so if you are in the area, I would highly, highly recommend it. But we thought it was closed just because one of the trails were closed. But we got to the end. We still enjoyed it, but this is what we are here for. And if you're wondering who that is dancing in the back, that's Janice. Be sure to check out her videos on her BTS dance that she did, and she's working on a Lisa one right now. She has some killer dance moves, so check her out. I'll leave the link in the description below. But after that hike, we packed it in and enjoyed our second sandwich that we bought right on the beach. And you can't get much better than this. Sandwiches are delicious. The views were amazing. Company was amazing. And we were just enjoying the time. And we topped it off with a little bit of fire. And then we're back on the road again the next morning. And we're heading to Crescent City. We're headed to Crescent City, and on the way there, we found an amazing viewpoint. David prepared some ramen, Janice prepared some avocado toast, and topped it off with some mangoes to fuel us for the tide pools. We're at the tide pools in Crescent City, going for some uni so we can make some pasta. Super beautiful out here. It is low tide right now, just past peak low tide, still plenty to walk around. David is somewhere over here, right around there, foraging. So we're looking for uni today, purple urchin.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, we're at Crescent City. We're gonna go dive for some lingcod, rockfish, uni, I don't know what else, but we're gonna explore. Let's go.
Day 2. Come on.
This was the spot I was the most excited about to dive with David. I got this tip from Tuan. If you want to check him out, I'll put a link in the description below. Spear Hunter. He does some killer dives, and he's also on the cover of this year's fishing game book. He's the one with the halibut. But anyway, this looked like an amazing spot. There's a lot of structure. You can see those rock formations out there. But the surf was a little higher than usual from what I'm told. But it looked diveable, and especially with a newer diver. This is David's third dive now. It looked pretty manageable, but the visibility didn't look too promising. But we were going to give it a shot. We came all the way up to the tippy top of California, essentially. And we're going to give it a shot.
Just hop over it and start swimming.
So David's looking back, giving him tips on when to go into the water. And if you want to get yourself into the water, put your fins on, back up into the water if you have a sandy entry and exit, which we did. I'm loading up this Mana 100. Mana is a builder using a Soratech barrel, Manny sub roller, and a Hermes trigger. Just a beautiful setup. Check him out. But we're here. We got to our spot, and visibility is just not very good. It's kind of what we expected, considering our last spot that we dove 2 days ago. You can see here, David's doing a great job just staying balanced. I think he was a little lighter. He needed a little bit more weight to stay down, but I'd rather have him a little underweight, especially this for a newer diver. But he did a great job, was able to kind of scout some areas that we were at. I did grab a nice sea urchin here. This is a red urchin, and it was pretty darn massive.
What is this color?
It's nice color. Here, red. Hopefully it's good yield. Let's say this one. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Okay. Hang out for a little bit and headed.
And we were battling the kelp here, and the currents were picking up, so we decided to wrap it up a little earlier. But I totally forgot the bag that I was supposed to clip onto my float here in the rush of just getting out here. But I have this little pocket on my float. Try to be careful putting it in, but it did work out just fine. We finally made it back just in time. The surf was really picking up and the currents were picking up as well, so I thought we timed it pretty well. But I think David had a great time.
Peace.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Yeah, dude, you gotta put it by your face for scale.
Shoot. Dude, look at this thing.
Oh my god.
Massive.
That's crazy, dude.
Kind of gross.
That's awesome, dude. You can feel it like,
Try to
yeah, it's just
suction
moving.
onto you.
Yeah. Oh, that's scary.
Dude. Oh my goodness.
Look at that yield. Woo.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Omakase time.
So we slurped up about $300 worth of uni. I'm just kidding, I'm not entirely sure how much that would be, but I'm sure it'd be a lot. We're headed off to our next campsite, and the theme continues. We pretty much stayed at a different campsite every single time, but this was our last night. The last campsite a little further up north in the Redwoods, and you see this just a beautiful stream or this river that came through the camp, very close by. I'm not sure what kind of frog this is, but I thought it was really nice. But this was right next to camp, and check this out. What a great view to finish off this wonderful trip. And the next day, we're heading all the way back down to Santa Clarita in Southern California in one shot. So we're gonna rest up, but what a place to rest. I mean, check this out.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
I know.
All right, everyone. Trip is over. Great time. David, Janice, killed it. Just camping, exploring the water, amazing times in the Redwoods, and epic views. Hope you enjoyed it. See y'all on the next one.
Subscribe,
All that.
follow,
Yes. Do all 3.
comment.
4. Bye-bye.
Bye.